This is the amazing story of a little girl who survived because of fast-acting doctors and a mother who didn't waste time and rushed her here to Altus Emergency Centers, where her life was saved. The doctors at Texas Children's said she only had 5 minutes to spare. This is Hadley's story.
My daughter woke up with a headache and she started vomiting, and by that afternoon she seemed confused and she was dizzy, and so we brought her into Altus. And by the time we got her here, she didn't know who we were. Well, once we got here into triage, the nurses were fantastic, and they realized pretty quickly something serious was going on. And so we were in the CAT scan within about 5 minutes, and the doctor had saw us soon after that CAT scan was over, and we knew something was pretty serious. No question in my mind that we would have lost her that day. After about an hour here, they realized something was wrong, and they facilitated a transfer to Texas Children's, and we transferred her in critical condition. Once we got to Texas Children's, we really had to work hard to save her. She only had about 5 minutes left, I guess, according to the doctors. Her blood pressure had dropped, her glucose had dropped, and she was slipping into a coma. Once we were transferred from Altus to Texas Children's, we ended up in the hospital for a month, and she was diagnosed with a rare condition called autoimmune encephalitis. And so we spent a month there and then spent another 2 or 3 years actually recovering, because after she came out of the coma, she had to learn to walk again, talk again, eat again, regain a lot of the skills that she had lost. No question, get to a local quality ER, and for us that was Altus, because we live in a rural community, so access to hospitals and ERs are limited for us, and so Altus was our first choice, and it was definitely our best choice. The minute we walked in, there was no wait. They took us straight back to a room because they saw the urgency of the situation, and so within 5 minutes of walking in the front door of Altus, we were in a CAT scanner and meeting with a physician in 15 minutes of walking in, and that absolutely is what saved her life.
Do you think your daughter would have survived if you would have taken her to the doctor's office or urgent care instead of coming to the ER here at Altus?
I don't know. I don't know that they would have, because we would have had to wait for transfer to another ER facility to have her access. And for us, that speed and treatment and transfer is absolutely what allowed us to still have our daughter today. So luckily, Hadley is 6 years old. We just celebrated her kindergarten graduation, and we know that those moments are absolutely possible because of the quick acting team of doctors and nurses here at Altus. And so we are very appreciative of that and don't take that for granted.
Just like Hadley, we're here for you 24/7 for any emergency.